Hi, friends. Hope everyone is having a great week so far. As for me, today I was staring out the window looking at the rain in not so sunny Florida. But if you happen to know anything about the Florida weather, you'll know that it literally rains for maybe 5 minutes, and before you know it, you're looking at clear blue skies. Today, we're going to go over part 4 of the Fall Decorate with me. We started with part 1 in the living room, which was a great way to start off the series. The second week, we covered the decoration in the dining room, which I left almost the same. The only exception is I switched out the middle vase on the buffet for a shorter one. And last week, we went over decorating the foyer and the garage entryway. And we decorated the accent cabinet that I have in the hall next to the foyer. And I'm having so much fun decorating and being creative and showing it to you guys. I think I'm just getting more and more comfortable on camera, so it's starting to become easier for me. I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Before we get into this episode of decorating the kitchen, I just want to show you some pictures I got developed. These pictures were taken in Gatlinburg some years back when my husband and I went there for our anniversary. I thought they were perfect for the season. The mountains are beautiful. And if you could see that little building in the picture, that's actually the hotel that we stayed in. So I had to get this picture developed. Not only was it fitting for the season, but I have so many fond memories connected to that photo. And before I forget, I'm only using items that I currently have in my home. In this video, as well as all the previous videos, nothing has been newly purchased besides these photos. The other pictures were just photos I took while we were exploring Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm going to be putting the 8x10 picture in my kitchen, and the other two, which are 5x7, I will be putting them on one of the gold council tables that we'll be decorating. Here is the first council table. It is located in my breakfast nook, and everything that is on the table currently, we will be adding back on with the exception of a couple pieces. The items on the counter will be used in the kitchen and the breakfast nook, as well as the other gold table next to the dining room. And I'm going to start off by adding some filler to this chinoiserie bowl. And I feel like I said that wrong. Sorry. Filler is my absolute go-to. I love all the textures and the color variations it brings, and it helps give you a simple but elevated look. The footed bowl came from an antique store, and the candle holders came from Home Goods. I added the photo from Gatlinburg and a white pumpkin. Now for the side where the lamp is, I'm going to use this glass vase. First, I'm going to put filler at the bottom, and then I'm going to insert a candle. I placed a small picture frame here, but I didn't really like that look, so I tried it with a blue pumpkin and a pine cone. Didn't care for that either, so I'm leaving this look as is for now. For the second shelf of the council table, I'm using the same items that I normally keep there. The pumpkin I put in this spot in the middle. The only difference is for the gold bowls, I'm adding in some pine and a couple twigs. I just want to take some time out to say thank you for watching, and if you have made it this far, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I say that on my videos, but I'm so serious. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying the content, and you may remember this floral arrangement from my short video titled 3 Easy Centerpiece Ideas for the Fall. This was my most popular video. Thank you everybody who watched it, everybody who commented or liked the video. I will add it to the link below so you can check it out in case you missed it. So what do you think so far? Let me know in the comments below. And now we're moving on to the other goat council table. I want to call it a sofa table so bad. Just to show you guys an idea of where it is in my home, it's right across from the dining room. The wicker tray came from Home Goods. The sentiment diffuser along with the oils came from Sentiment, and I will be keeping the oils close by to the sentiment machine for convenience. I will be using these faux flowers, and I'm not sure where I got the faux flowers from, but I love the color of them. I think they will make up the perfect addition to bring in some fall colors and will contribute beautifully to the total arrangement. I will be adding a couple more items to this tray. The vanilla candle with the timer, and this cute little pumpkin, as well as this cranberry-ish red apple that I got a part of. It was like a bowl set that I purchased from Kirkland's some years ago. I wanted to bring some height to the table, so I added these candle holders, and I am so glad I did. The candle holders came from Amazon, by the way, but when I added the pictures from Gatlinburg next to the candle holders, it was like they were destined to be together. I thought it looked so well together. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think, because I am so happy I did that. As I was decorating this gold table by the dining room, I came up with 2 different options on how to decorate it. So let me know, which one do you prefer? Option 1 as shown here, or option 2? Now we are in the kitchen finally. I knew the kitchen was going to be a quick task, so I wanted to do it last. I'm adding in a couple pieces that I normally don't have out, but for the most part, I'm using everything that I normally have out in the kitchen. Like this bread basket, for instance, it stays on my counter and it usually has bread in it. And this book, Healing Soups, I love the color variation in it. I think it looks really fall-like. So I'm gonna just keep this set up the way I normally keep it. I'm only adding a little pumpkin here. Moving to the other side, I'm going to switch out my utensil canister for this burgundy one to bring in the autumn colors. And I'm adding back my wooden cutting boards that I normally have out as well. I have a spice, I don't know what it's called, I should have looked it up before I did this video, but the spice masher thing I'm keeping on the counter as well. And to finish it off, I'm putting my favorite picture in the corner. And now I'm just adding a couple more accessories like these cinnamon sticks, the small pumpkin, and filler to the counter just to bring in some more looks of fall. Here we are again with these pears that I don't particularly care for. I'm going to blend them with these copper or bronze colored pumpkins, and I thought this came out pretty cute. What do you guys think? Let me know. We have a handful of items that are left over from the decorating, so I'm going to fill in the bottom shelves of the goat tables with the items that we have. And these are all pieces that I normally keep on the tables. And let me know how you think it turned out. As we wrap up this fall Decorate With Me Part 4, I would like to show you some changes that I made around my home. Last week, we decorated this beautiful accent cabinet, and I added a mirror and took away 2 of the pictures. For the dining room, I switched out the middle floral arrangement for this shorter one with the burgundy leaves. And for the gold console table, as you see, I added 2 gold pictures. I moved the Gatlinburg photos down to the second tier, and I kept the pumpkin on the bottom shelf. In the kitchen, I added a fall wreath that I created, which I think I'm going to start creating more wreaths. The short that I promised you guys, it was a mess. I'm gonna have to redo one. I'm so sorry about that. I added burgundy stems into the floral arrangement that we have on the counter just to bring out more of the burgundy that is concentrated in the kitchen. And this concludes our Fall Decorate with Me series. Thank you so much for watching, and like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you next week, starting with, I think I'm going to jump into Christmas. I'm so excited, you guys. I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.